Hey everyone, this is Steven here, back at it again with another video. In today's video, we're looking at the NFL sports card market, and we're going to look at some of the players and cards playing in the first game of the season, which was the Bucks against the Cowboys. We're going to look at how their cards are trending and kind of try to predict whether that's what we can see moving forward throughout the NFL season. And then the second half of the video, we're going to look at some of the hottest and coldest NFL sports cards over the past week. But before we get into that, if you enjoy this type of content and would like to see more in the future, please feel free to hit the like button and also subscribe. So now that we got all of that out of the way, we can get into the actual video here. And the main goal and purpose of this video is to really focus in on the NFL sports card market. And we're going to be looking at the players and cards of the NFL season opener, which was the Tampa Bay Bucks against the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday Night Football. So we're really going to be focusing in on those players and cards and see what their cards have done over the past couple days since that game, as it was a very exciting game, a lot of offensive firepower. The Bucks looked great. The Dallas looked a lot better than I was expecting. Dak looked like he is 100% healthy, and he was very confident back there. They have a lot of weapons on Dallas, also a lot of weapons on the Bucks. So I really just want to focus in on some of those cards and players and how they have reacted since that game on Thursday Night Football. And then the second half of the video, we're going to look at some of the hottest and coldest NFL sports cards over the past week. So we're going to look at some of the cards that have gone up the most and also down the most over the past 7 days. With all that being said, we can finally get into the video here. I'm going to start off with the GOAT, and this is Tom Brady here. I have his probably most iconic and also very expensive card here, but this is his 2000 Bowman Chrome football rookie card here, and I have this in a PSA 10 and also a PSA 9, and I have the 30-day view here, so we're going to see how this card's done over the past month. And it looks like over the past month, the PSA 10 is pretty much flat, whereas the PSA 9 is actually up about 11%. But this doesn't really give us a good understanding of how Tom Brady's rookie cards have done as a whole. This is only looking at one card and two specific grades. So let's take a look at more of his cards here. So this is the price movements by player section in Market Movers. And for this, I'm going to filter by graded cards only. So this is all of the graded cards that have sold. And also I'm filtering on Tom Brady only and only rookie cards. So we're only looking at rookie cards for this. But over the past week, so this would include his performance in the week 1 opener, even though it is just a couple days after. I did want to kind of see how these cards have been trending. But over the past 7 days, his 92 rookie card portfolio is down about 2%. So it's pretty flat for Tom Brady. We didn't see a bump or anything like that, even though Tom Brady did look really good on his week 1 opener. It looked like he was 10 years younger out there, like he was back on the Patriots when he was 32 years old, but he looked outstanding in my opinion. But his cards currently aren't really reflecting that, as it's down about 2% over the past week. It's still pretty hard to judge some of these card prices, as the game was just a couple days ago. So I think we really do need to look at this next week or in the future to get a larger sample size and more time in between the games and the sales. The next card and player I want to look at is the opposing quarterback, and this is Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. I have his 2016 Donruss rookie card here. As you can see, the rated rookie logo on the bottom right. Also have his 2016 Prizm silver rookie card, really nice card here, and also his 2016 Select Concourse rookie card, and these are all in PSA 10s. So let's take a look at how these cards have done over the past month. Looks like the Prizm Silver is up about 16%. As you can see, he did have a huge spike over the last couple days, probably due to his week 1 performance. But over the past 30 days, the Concourse is up about 3%, and the Donruss base is up about 4%. So slight increases for Dak over the past 30 days. But again, this is only a couple cards, and this is over the past month. Let's take a look at Dak. Rookie cards only, and then graded cards only. Let's look at how these cards have done over the past 7 days. And it looks like his 36 rookie card portfolio is up about 13% over the last 7 days. Some of that could have to do with his week 1 performance. He did exceed a lot of expectations. I think there was a lot of questions going into the season for Dak on how healthy he would be, how he'd come back from all those injuries, and I think he answered a lot of those questions, and his rookie card portfolio is up about 13% over the past week. Some other players I want to highlight is Amari Cooper, and again we're filtered on graded cards only and also rookie cards only, and for this, his 3 rookie card portfolio is up about 32% over the past week. Amari Cooper had a great opener, he caught a couple touchdowns, caught a lot of passes. I had him in one of my fantasy leagues and he really helped out there, but overall his rookie card portfolio is up about 32% over the past week. So we are starting to see a little bit of price movement based on the performances of certain players in these games, but let's keep going. Another player I want to highlight is Rob Gronkowski, and Gronk had another great game on the Bucks. He caught 2 touchdowns, looked like a vintage Rob and Tom Brady game. But Rob's cards over the past week, his rookie card portfolio was up about 5%. So again, we are seeing some slight increases to some bigger increases to some of the players that actually played in the game on Thursday night. Another player I wanted to highlight is CeeDee Lamb, and his 28 rookie card portfolio is actually flat. So we had 0% change over the past 7 days, so pretty flat for CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb had a pretty good game. He did have a couple of drop passes, but I think he more than made up for it with the touchdown catch and also a lot of other catches. But over the past 7 days, his rookie card portfolio is flat. And then the last player I want to highlight here out of the game is Ezekiel Elliott. And his rookie card portfolio has 16 cards in there, and they saw a price increase of about 3% over the past 7 days. Ezekiel Elliott did look a lot thinner and more in shape than he's been in the past. However, they really went away from the run, as the Bucks have one of the better run defenses in the league, and also some of their DBs ended up getting hurt. So I think they just tried to abandon the run and take advantage of some of their hurt DBs throwing the ball a lot, which really worked out for them. It's going to be interesting to see how Ezekiel and this rushing offense is moving forward. But overall, over the past week, his cards are up about 3%. Just looking at some of these cards and players, it does in fact look like these prices are really moving depending on how the players have performed. We did see a big spike in Amari Cooper, who probably had one of the best games out there. Also, Dak Prescott was up about 14% over the past week. He answered a lot of the questions of his injury status, and he looked really confident and good in there. Tom Brady was pretty flat. I think a lot of people were just expecting him to continue his high level of play. We did see minor increases in Zeke. Gronkowski got a little bump. Even though this is a very small sample size, this could potentially be what we could see moving forward in the NFL season. I definitely want to get a bigger sample size and do more videos like this, looking at it week by week. But I do think that this could be what we'll see moving forward, where if a player does really well or exceeds expectations, they will see a price increase. Whereas if a player gets injured or isn't performing as expected, I do think that they are going to see price decreases. It is going to be interesting to see how this all works out moving forward, but it does look like we're starting to get back to pre-pandemic levels where it's really based on the performance of the athletes and not just hype and markets going up as a whole. I do think that we're going to start seeing price fluctuations based on performance. I'm now going to switch over to price movements by player over the past week, so this can help us get a better understanding of what the overall market is doing as a whole. For this, I am filtering on PSA 10s and rookie cards only, and also we're going to be focusing in on the NFL card market only. We're going to start with some of the cards that have gone up the most over the past week, and then we're going to switch over to some of the cards that have gone down the most over the past week. So for this, pretty much flat. We have Baker Mayfield up about 1% over the past week. CeeDee Lamb up about 1%. Peyton Manning, slight bump there, up about 1%. Chase Claypool, 1%. Safe Space Sam Darnold here on the Panthers, up about 2%. Jonathan Taylor, up about 2%. Christian McCaffrey should be healthy and ready to go this year, up about 2%. Mike Evans on the Bucks, actually up about 3%. He had a pretty bad game one. I think he only had a couple catches for maybe 20 yards, so he did not have the best game. But that's the thing about the Bucks and also the Cowboys. You don't really know which player is going to go off on a particular week because they have so many weapons out there. Drew Lock, surprisingly up about 3%. He did see a pretty big decrease ever since he lost the starting job to Teddy Bridgewater on the Broncos. So this could just be people seeing the prices go down so much that they're finally buying in again. So a 3% increase for Drew Lock. Another winner, we have Josh Allen up about 3%, Zeke up about 4%, Barry Sanders up about 5%, Dalvin Cook up 6%, Emmitt Smith. So some of these older retired Hall of Fame players are getting some bumps here, but Emmitt Smith is up 8%, Jalen Hurts on the Philadelphia Eagles up about 9%, And again, we have Teddy Bridgewater here, recently named the starter on the Denver Broncos. His 2-card rookie portfolio up about 14% over the past week. So Teddy still getting some love as he is the starter of the Denver Broncos. And then we have Dak Prescott, again, had an amazing game 1 on the season opener. His rookie card portfolio is up 14%. Michael Thomas, this is interesting here, up about 15%. He is going to miss the first 6 games of the season. It's going to be interesting to see how he's able to come back, and still a lot of drama around Michael Thomas. This could be the fact that his cards just dipped so much that people were finally willing to buy again, as over the past week his cards are up about 15%. I picked him up in a couple fantasy leagues pretty late, so I'm hoping that he comes back and starts looking like vintage Michael Thomas of 2 years ago, but that'll be interesting to see how that all works out. Jared Goff on the Detroit Lions here, he's up about 17%. And then also Troy Aikman, so another older retired guy, up about 24%, and he is the biggest winner over the past week in the NFL sports card market. So now that we looked at some of the biggest winners over the past week, now we're going to switch over to some of the biggest losers. So this is going to be some of the cards that have gone down the most over the past week. We're going to start at the bottom, pretty flat here. Jordan Love down 1%. Tua down again about 1%. Derrick Henry 2% down. Lamar Jackson down about 2%. Pretty much his whole running back core has torn their ACL over the past week or so, so it's going to be interesting to see how their running game looks. I know they picked up Le'Veon Bell and also Latavius Murray, so it's going to be interesting to see how their running game looks this year. Devin Singletary down about 2%. Patrick Mahomes down about 3%. Deshaun Watson 4% down. Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes on the New York Giants, who have a horrible offensive line, down about 4% over the past week. Jacob Eason down about 4%. Justin Herbert, his 36 rookie card portfolio down 4%. Aaron Rodgers 4% down. CEH, Clyde Edwards-Helaire down 5%. Josh Jacobs down 6%. Joey B, Joe Burrow on the Bengals down about 6%. Derek Carr down 7%. Tom Brady, TB12, down about 7%. Gardner Minshew down but 9%. We have Russell Wilson on the Seattle Seahawks down about 9%. Deion Sanders also down 9%. Justin Jefferson's the second-year receiver on the Minnesota Vikings down 10%. DK Metcalf, my boy on the Seattle Seahawks, down 10%. And then Cam Newton, who's not currently employed right now, recently cut by the Patriots, down 10%. Saquon Barkley, it looks like he could be making his return on week 1 for the Giants. It does sound like he will be playing out there, probably going to be on a limited snap count, but his cards are down 14% over the past week. Dwayne Haskins down 15%, and the biggest loser, or the card that has gone down the most over the past week, is Nick Bosa, and his 3 rookie card portfolio is down about 15% over the past week. So the 2 biggest losers, Dwayne Haskins and Nick Bosa. So with all that being said, I really hope you found today's video somewhat informative and also entertaining. If you did, please feel free to hit the like button and also subscribe. Thanks, and have a good rest of your day. Bye.